Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be discussing how ObeseToBeast could have prevented his loose skin from happening by giving you 6 strategies to help prevent loose skin from happening and to help manage it. Tip number 4 to help manage your loose skin has to do with your water consumption. This is another thing that often gets overlooked, and it's going to be very, very important. One of the few reasons why it's going to be very important is because your skin, you want it to be nice and hydrated. The more hydrated it is, the more elasticy it's going to be, and it's going to be able to bounce right back. If you're very dehydrated, that's going to negatively affect your skin. It's going to negatively affect your digestion, and it's going to negatively affect your attempt to lose weight. One of the reasons why it's going to affect your attempt to lose weight is because your stomach has gastric stretch receptors. And as those stretch receptors expand, it's going to send a signal to the brain letting you know that you are full. So your stomach is stupid. If you fill it up with water, it's not going to know the difference. Your stomach doesn't know if it's expanding because it's filled with water or with food. So if you are consuming more water throughout the day, your stomach's going to expand. Those gastric stretch receptors are going to send that signal to the brain letting you know that you're full, and you're going to be much less likely to overeat, which means it's going to be a lot easier for you to lose fat. With regard to your water consumption, in terms of how much water you should be drinking, as a general guideline, you want to aim for half of your body weight in pounds in ounces every single day. So if you are a 200-pound individual, you want to aim for 100 ounces of clean drinking water every single day. And a couple other things you can do with your water consumption is add a little bit of salt or some type of electrolyte solution just to make it have a little bit more minerals in it. Me, myself, when I'm doing my drinking water, in a 1-gallon jug, I will put 12 grams of either Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt, and I will add an additional 5 grams of sodium-free potassium salt. You don't have to do that, but the water that I drink, it comes from my reverse osmosis water filtration system. So if you are drinking something like either distilled water or reverse osmosis water, it's going to be naked water because everything has been filtered out. So because it's naked water, you want to remineralize it, and that is where the Himalayan salt or the electrolytes come in. Now, with regard to the actual naked water, one of the reasons why you don't want to be drinking naked water is because if you're drinking water with no minerals in it, it's just going to go right through you. So you're going to drink it, pee it out, and you're going to be thirsty all the time. Whereas if you do put those minerals in it, your body is going to be able to retain that water. So you're not just going to pee it out and then constantly be thirsty. And then another thing with regard to the water consumption is when you are drinking your water, you want to make sure that you kind of spread it out throughout the day. If you are going to be doing something like an OMAD diet or doing a couple meals a day, then you could also redirect the water away from your meals. So for me, when I'm doing something like OMAD at night, I will front load my water where I'll drink most of it throughout the morning. And then at nighttime, I don't really have too much. If you're going to be consuming your standard 3 meals a day, then you could kind of just spread it out evenly throughout the day. And then the last thing with regard to the water consumption is, with my recommendation of adding the Himalayan salt and the concentrates minerals or just any type of mineral solution to get your electrolytes in, that's really only going to be required if you are drinking distilled water, reverse osmosis, or something with a very, very low mineral count. If you are drinking something with a high mineral count, anything over 300 parts per million, then there's going to be enough minerals in the water itself that you're not going to have to add your own minerals back in. But overall, make sure that you are drinking enough water. That way you are going to be less likely to overeat, and also you're going to be more satiated throughout the day. And make sure that you're drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces every single day if you want to be able to manage your loose skin.